Here and welcome to MSTR today. In this show, we talk about strategies, Bitcoin gain. We talk about the only two moments that matter as an investor of MSTR. We push back on the bears a little bit. We share how to give some guidance to loved ones. And then we have two cool videos, one from Cynthia Lummis and then one, of course, from Michael Saylor with rule number 15 of Bitcoin. This video is not financial advice, but please do comment below. I want to know where you're watching from, what you're thinking right now. Please add something to the comment section. Those conversations have been fantastic. And let's dive in. All right, today's first post is from Michael Saylor himself. He wants us to know that last year, Strategy delivered a Bitcoin dollar gain of 13.1 billion. That's 140,000 plus Bitcoin. In the first 2 months of 2025, we achieved a Bitcoin dollar gain of 2.6 billion, which are 30,702 Bitcoin. And again, this is all going to be on strategy.com. So definitely recommend checking that site out. Michael Saylor, thank you for all of this. And Bitcoin is digital energy. Michael Saylor wants us to just know these things, to remember these things. The world is moving into a 100% digital world. Maybe not 100%, but it's moving to a higher percentage of a digital world. And what is Bitcoin? Digital energy. Chapow. Chris has a great graphic for us. There are only two moments in time when price matters. One, when you buy. Two, when you sell. Everything in between is noise. And I actually did buy somewhere around here, back in the summertime. And I experienced this and this. I experienced this and now this. I think this is probably where we're at now. And not that I'm even close to what this is, which is the sell point. But at some point, I will be taking profit when it makes sense. Maybe that's 10 years from now. Maybe that's 2 years from now. Maybe that's 8 months from now. But I mean, for me, I'm a long-term holder of the vast, vast majority of my MSTR shares. I just can never see a scenario where I would be excited to let go of this position. But remember, everything in between these two places, it's just noise. Adrian responds to the K letter, where the K letter went into some detail, and I'll have the link here if you want to go into their whole thread about how we are now witnessing the first bear market in MicroStrategy since it gained popularity in 2024. The question becomes, will investors continue to buy the dip here? And the answer is absolutely yes for me. And I loved Adrian's response to this. He says, be wary of who you listen to re-strategy. One, this isn't the first bear market for MSTR. Not even close. I've showed you many charts that have showed the many drawdowns that MSTR has because MSTR is designed to be volatile to the upside and to the downside. Two, it did not gain popularity in 2024. It grew in popularity. Three, this isn't a bear market. It's just a correction. Four, clearly they weren't here post FTX. That was a bear market. Five, they should start their quote unquote analysis of MSTR from August 11th, 2020. Six, higher. True story, brother. True story. And we'll finish with an Adam Livingston post. Your loved ones are in danger. If you understand the MSTR Bitcoin thesis, you are morally obligated to save those you love. If you stay silent, you are complicit in their financial annihilation. Your family is out here raw dogging fiat exposure, working 40 plus years for a currency that is being debased in real time. They still believe in retirement funds, 401ks, and the quote unquote diversified portfolio psyop. Like lambs fattened for the slaughter. You think Thanksgiving was awkward before? Wait until you tell grandma her pension is denominated in worthless Fed coupons, while Chad from across the street just 10x his net worth holding Bitcoin through MSTR stock. The MSTR thesis is simple. One, the dollar is melting. Two, Bitcoin is the hardest asset in history. Three, MSTR prints fiat to buy Bitcoin, creating a self-reinforcing Bitcoin per share black hole. Four, fiat gets diluted. Bitcoin doesn't. Five, NGU, number go up. It's not a meme. It's the final monetary singularity. Not telling your family about this is like watching them board the Titanic with a smile while you ship champagne from the Bitcoin lifeboat. This isn't an investment thesis. It's a survival strategy. Get them out before the fiat funeral pyre burns everything they've worked for. Saylor saw the truth. Do you? Boom. Mic drop by Adam. And let's move over to Cynthia Lummis, who's going to share with us some interesting words. Cynthia, take it away.
Let's get to crypto, Senator, because you're in New York City today for the Bitcoin Investors Conference. You'll be on several panels later today. I understand last night you bought drinks at a Bitcoin-themed pub key bar. But listen, you paid in cash. Why? How about Bitcoin?
Well, because I spend dollars and save Bitcoin. Bitcoin is an asset that's growing in value, and I know it's volatile. Its short-term volatility has been in existence since it has been in existence. But in the long term, it's growing in value, where the US dollar is by design debasing every year. The Fed has it designed so it inflates 2% or more. They try to keep it around 2%, but they can't. And so the US dollar is always declining by design.
Yeah.
And so the scarcity of Bitcoin, the fact that 21 million will only exist in all of time, gives it that certainty, that stability, that scarcity in the long run. And there will be short-term volatility, but over time, as it becomes more ubiquitous, it will become more stable and more valuable.
Bitcoin's for everybody. Rule number 15. It's for the people you don't like. It's for the AI bot that took your job is going to run on Bitcoin. You'll be mad about the fact that the robo-taxi took your job or the robot took your job, but you should be happy about the fact that the robo-taxi that took your job runs on Bitcoin and wanted to buy your Bitcoin and drove up the price of your Bitcoin by a factor of 10 or 100 or 1,000, right? Your enemy is going to buy Bitcoin. The people that launch the ETF and buy the ETF that you don't agree with, that come from a place you don't like, they're going to drive up the value of your Bitcoin by a factor of 1,000. And you don't have to like them, and you don't have to embrace their ideology. What you should realize is the more people that join the Bitcoin system, whether they're your friend, your enemy, the religion you love, the religion you don't care for, the country that you're at odds with, they're all helping Bitcoin. And if you are true to Bitcoin, they'll be helping you.
And there you have it, another episode of MSTR today. And it's Sunday, so I'm going to share with you my entire portfolio. I've been DCAing $210 every single trading day of 2025. And I wanted to start with this. This is a screenshot of my portfolio before I entered the last week's trade, the last 5 trades I made from last week. As you can see, my average cost per share, the one I want to point out, is $339.96. And as I switch to my current portfolio, which is after I added in those 5, I actually dropped my average cost per share down to $326.61. As you can see, some of my purchases here were at $243, $258, $255, $248, and $283. So a couple of those are above water, but everything else is well under water here. And as you can see, my total unrealized percentage loss is almost 22%, and my loss dollars and cents wise is $1,814. So I'm down 22%. I'm down over $1,800 of dollar cost averaging every trading day of 2025 thus far. What will this next month bring? Time will tell. What will this year bring? Time will tell. As always, none of this is financial advice, but please do comment below. If you're getting value from these daily videos, they're a lot of work, they're a lot of effort, but I'm here for you every single day, just dispelling the mud, fighting the bears, trying to keep us excited about what I believe is a generational wealth opportunity if we can just stay in the game, because you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I want to be one of those people because I want to bring positivity and optimism in reality. We're going to talk about the other stuff too, the bad stuff that's going to happen with the macro environment, tariffs, all these different things that are going to affect in the short term, the market. But in my opinion, and in a lot of people who I know, like, and trust and follow, there's only one way long term: 4 years, 8 years, 12 years, and that is higher. And so be careful of those 5 people you spend the most time with. Thank you for making me one of those people, at least in this moment in time. And as Michael Saylor loves to say, there is no second best.
What's the second best? There is no second best.